this is the Bitcoin event that you, the listeners, actually want to attend. And just some details about the Finney Forum. This will be March 15th and 16th of this year. So we're recording right now, January 8th. So that's a couple months away. It's going to be in Dallas, Texas. The current price of a ticket, the early bird ticket, is only $99. So that's awesome. And, it'll go increase as we get closer to the time. They have excellent guests, people that have been on this show, Diverter and KYC, Seth for Privacy, Jessica Solche, Zelko, and there's more to be announced. And those are just the people who have been on this show. There are other excellent people as well. I suspect that most, if not all of these people, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ragnar, will be there in person. So you'll get a chance to meet a lot of them. I am planning to be there. And so I think you should definitely have this on your radar if you want to meet people who think like you. So I highly recommend people check this out and find a way to get to Dallas, Texas in middle March for this event. What else, Ragnar, we have these excellent speakers, community. What other kind of things should people be excited for the Finney Forum?
Well, I think just meeting other people in person, we often overestimate what we can do online. And having done many conferences now myself, spoken at many conferences, attended many conferences, I can absolutely say that the best part of Finney Forum will be the in-person conversations and meeting people that you know online. There's just no substitute for that. The ideas that are generated, the relationships that are formed, increased trust, just a multitude of things. So I would say that's the top thing to look forward to at Finney Forum are the people, and not just the speakers, which thanks for mentioning them, but just people who come out of the shadows to these things. And it's always an interesting mix to see what kind of personalities come to privacy and cybersecurity related conferences. I really love doing these.
Will there be some people like to attend these events for maybe, they like to buy their Bitcoin equipment like a Ronin Dojo, Tonto, or something like this. Will there be any booths? And maybe tell us about some of the workshops, some of the other things besides the community.
So there will be booths available. We're still, talking to different companies of who's going to be there. So we'll kind of holding off on when we get more confirmation of those. And in terms of like workshops, what we're trying to do is have a mix of regular presentations and then panel discussions, and then what you would call workshops, which are really kind of highly focused, highly technical, more really hands-on type of workshops. And this is going to go across the subject matter. So obviously Bitcoin, obviously Monero, some cybersecurity stuff and privacy stuff. So we have, I think, a good mix of just like abstract sort of thought leaders, hands-on builders. And so I think there's something for everyone. And I think you mentioned about the speakers. We won't have anyone online. So everyone you see on the website will be there. And obviously we're going to add more speakers as we get closer to the date. But I am excited for our keynote speaker, which is Tor Eklund. He is representing the man who is accused of running and starting the Bitcoin Fog crypto mixer. So he's going to come and talk about that case. And the case is actually going to court in March. So he says it's expected to finish right before the conference. But he said if the trial goes on longer, it's going to be tricky. But I'm really excited to have Tor on. He's really made a big difference in terms of being able to defend people, from these accusations. So I'm pretty excited about that he accepted that offer to be our keynote speaker.